And action. Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Josh with Be Known, and I'm here today with Brian, our CEO from Be Known. It is Tech Tuesday, so today we're going to go over something really fun. One of the things we get asked quite often is, what is our favorite CRM? What CRM do you recommend, guys? And today we're going to go over some kvCore stuff. Now, kvCore is a really, really powerful CRM. It's just a little bit intimidating to get into. It's a little bit hard to kind of take apart and put back together, if you will. So I've got Brian with me. He has masterminded this thing. I mean, to a point that's just well beyond my experience and, a lot of other people that we've talked to that didn't even know kvCore could do the things that he's figured out and passed on to our team. So we're going to go through a kvCore account today. We're going to show you a couple of things. We're going to give you a little teaser of some tips and tricks, and then we'll go from there. And I'll talk to you guys some more about where you can learn how to use kvCore and actually learn how to use it in English. So Brian, tell us a little bit about kvCore, why it's your favorite CRM as well as mine, and what are you going to show us today that's going to be some tips and tricks on it?
Absolutely. I mean, so kvCore is my favorite CRM, and it boils down to functionality, right? So there's several different CRMs out there. You don't know which one you want to go with, what to choose, what to use, what do they do, how do they work, right? So there's a couple of specifics with kvCore that just blow my mind as far as what they can do to make your life as an agent just so simplistic and that much easier, right? So number one, kvCore has this phenomenal tagging system that gives us the opportunity to automate saved search alerts, right? Now, the reason that's so important is that if you're asking the right questions in your Facebook ads or your YouTube ads or your landing pages, and you're trying to gather some more information on what that particular lead is looking for in their next home, that is going to really be able to be leveraged inside of kvCore's platform if you tag it properly, right? So what I mean by that is we put all of those questions together into one tag when it goes into kvCore. And within 15 minutes of that lead submitting their information, they're already getting a list of properties that fit the bill of what they told you in the form that they were looking for, right? The next step comes to automating follow-up, right? So you can have whatever kind of a smart campaign put into place that you choose. If you want kvCore to call you right after that lead comes in, you press 1 to connect and it dials that lead for you. You can set it up to do that. You have text messages that go out on a series. You can send multiple per day, which is something most of the other platforms don't allow you to do. So we have quite a few legs up with this platform, and I'm going to go ahead and dive in and give you some key examples right now. So I'm going to share my screen, and this is one of our clients we've been working with for well over a year. This is Manny Barrios's account, and we have permission from him to utilize this to show off some cool things for you guys. Now, if your kvCore does not look like this, where you have folks searching for properties, you've got text messages coming in, you've got emails coming back, leads popping into the system, you guys definitely need to take a look at the link. It's either going to be up here or down below so that you can go and jump into Be Known University and learn how to automate all of this stuff for yourself. But just take a look at this. These are all folks within the last 20 hours, within the last day, searching his site and sending text messages. If we just jump over to the text tab, this is where things get really powerful. This is within the last 7 days, all of these text messages that have reached back out to him on autopilot. And the first couple that I'm looking at, it looks like we got some folks that could potentially be interested in purchasing right here in the near future. These are contacts that Manny never had to call. They hit his system, the automated follow-up did its thing, the saved search alert started driving them back to the site, and these folks chose to respond directly to Manny, and all he has to do is pick up the ball from there and run into the end zone, right? So what do we do to automate all of this stuff? One of the big things boils down to how you set up your saved search alerts, right? So I had this crazy idea 2 years ago to automate these saved search alerts and these hashtags. And it was basically just coming up with any combination that somebody could select for their number of beds, baths, their desired price range for a home within a specific location that's being called out in an ad. So what we've done is gone ahead and added all of those hashtags directly into kvCore's platform. So you can see 1 bed, 1 bath, right? 2 bed, 1 bath. So all of these different tags, and there's a couple of pages of these, but all these different tags are going to trigger a designated saved search alert for each lead based off of the information that they provide to you in a lead form. So that's number one. That's the big tip of the day.
It sounds like that's a lot to put in, but it's really not. Brian, how long would you say that takes to put in all those hashtags? Now, again, guys, remember, we're going to give you a link to Be Known University at the end and a special sign up price, but and it's going to have these that you can just copy and paste over. But if you wanted to do this on your own, how long would you say it takes you to get this hashtag campaign set up?
Copy and paste with our direct walkthrough guide would take 15 to 20 minutes maximum to add all of these hashtags in.
That's it, guys. 15 to 20 minutes. I think that's kind of worth having the type of conversations that you're seeing over there on that other page.
Absolutely. And once those hashtags are added in, you never have to do it again. It's a one-time set and forget. It's done. And the only way that it would change is if you increased your hashtags for additional markets. So for example, this is going for our average home value on this particular account. We have several clients that want to range that from anywhere from 300,000 all the way up to 5 million in $100,000 increments. That's where things might get a little bit time consuming, and it could take between an hour to an hour and a half to set it up. But again, you set it up one time and you never have to do it again.
Set it and forget it. Set it and forget it, just like the slap chop.
That's what we love. Set it and forget it, right? Make life more simplistic and easier for yourself.
So that's tip one, is utilizing the Save Search Alerts, the hashtag campaign. What else do you got for us?
Tip two is going to be setting up your smart campaigns in the right fashion so that you can really leverage all of the business that's coming in through your platform, right? So you're going to have leads that are going to be coming in through the organic website, which is somebody that searched on Google, found your site, and organically stumbled upon your site to look at listings, provided their info. You're going to have folks that come direct to the site, whether that's from a link that you posted in a social media platform, or whether that's somebody that came through one of your saved search alerts, which they wouldn't actually get if they didn't get a lead in the first place, but somebody that went directly to your website and started looking at properties and filled out a form on your site. So one of the things I want you guys to really look at is what is triggering the beginning of these campaigns. Now I'm just going to go into add a campaign out of the gate just so that I can show you what you can do with this. So you can trigger a smart plan based off of A, a hashtag, B, a lead being transferred, or C, based off of a particular lead source. So if we go ahead and click lead is new, we're going to have a drop down on all of our different lead sources that we can choose from. There's going to be several that are already preloaded directly into your kvCore, but you want to make sure that you have a campaign for folks that are directly on your website. Anybody that comes direct to site, you need to be following up and working those, and you want something that's automated so that you never miss a beat. If you've been using Make It Rain or any of those other platforms, you need to make sure that you have a follow-up plan that's in place to really stay on top of those folks. And then lastly, organic website. This is a big one. So these are the three where I see a lot of agents missing the opportunity to have that automated smart plan go out and get in place in front of those folks. If you're doing PPC or Facebook ads, make sure that you have a particular campaign for each one of your ad set types. So if you're running, for example, something on down payment assistance, you want a campaign that's geared specifically towards down payment assistance. That's where you're going to see the highest level of response, is when you're calling out the reason that they reached out to you in the first place in your follow-up, and that follow-up takes place within a matter of minutes of them providing you with their information. Now, I'm going to get into one more thing on this when it comes to smart plans or smart campaigns.
He's got one more thing for us. You're giving away the farm again.
Giving away the farm, right? So we've got all of these awesome templates that are already built inside of kvCore. Now, if you guys go through Be Known University, you're going to see that there's quite a few things that I dislike about these. There's quite a few things that I do like about them. But in my firm belief, this is a great template for you to get started with. I would always build on it. And there's some weird questions that I'm not a fan of. Like if you have somebody that's coming in on a down payment assistance ad, for example, and you set up the default buyer campaign from kvCore, they will eventually get a text message that asks, are you an investor? Well, they can't afford a down payment for a home. So why would we ask them if they're an investor? That just doesn't make any sense. So go through these campaigns. You can always add them to your library and you can take a peek and view them. As you can see, some of these have a good array of touches. 16 touches, that's going to be calls, texts, and emails. And there are a couple of these plans that have 29 or more, right? So make sure that if you're adding any of these in to your system, that you actually read through the text and the emails that's going to go out from them. Don't just set it up and go, hey, it's there. I'm going to get leads that are going to respond to me automatically. That's not what kvCore's automated plans are there for, right? These are here for you to build upon and for you to make unique and make your own, but give you a steady path or a template, so to speak, of what you should follow or guideline. So that is my tips and tricks for today. Oh, geez, I'm having a hard time talking. That is my tips and tricks for today with kvCore and things that you can set up to make sure that you're taking your marketing to the next level.
Awesome. I like it, man. Let's close this screen share and close this video out. We don't want to make it too long on you guys. So I'm going to put right about here some of the reviews from BKU, which is Be Known University. It'll be right around in this area where it's going to, if you want to know a little bit more about it, you want to see what some of our happy clients have to say about using it and how it showed them how to set up their kvCore, as well as some other cool things like how to do a basic Facebook ad, an IDX feed, all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of great info in there. That's going to be over here so you can see the review. We do a really, really cool review where we even ask them, what do you hate about us? So those are interesting. It's kind of fun to watch. The other one I'm going to put is going to be right here for our other Tech Tuesday videos. Now, we did just start the series, so we only have one more, but we're going to have some more every Tuesday. We're going to do this. Okay, guys? And throughout this video, I'm going to throw some links up in here that'll go to BKU, Be Known University, show you how to do this stuff because we want you to learn how to use kvCore. Okay, I've talked to way too many agents that have kvCore. They get it with their brokerage for like a super discounted rate. And then they tell me, hey, can you help me set up my, we're going to bleep that out, whatever the other company is. We don't want to name drop anything or hurt anybody's feelings, but you know, they're using another platform when really they have the most powerful tool in their toolbox right now. They just need to help with how to use it. So we're going to throw some links in there. If you guys can't find them, you don't see them, whatever, they're all going to be in the descriptions below. So we have the description for everything that we do in contact info. So if you have any questions before, reach out to us, let us know, talk to us. We'll help you out. We'll get you set up on the right path. Brian, that's all I got for today on Tech Tuesday. How about yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I think you pretty much covered all the bases there. One thing that Josh did mention was the IDX feeds inside of Facebook. You guys, we are absolutely crazy for giving these away in the university. We are running anywhere from $1 to $3 per lead on those. And our agents that are our top agents, you know, the ones that actually call their leads, they're converting about 1 out of 30 to 1 out of 40 of these guys. So you can definitely be extremely profitable with your business if you follow that guide, build out those IDX ads, and go and dominate your local marketplace.
All right, you guys have a good one. We'll see you on the next Tech Tuesday.